we maybe go back to the class. Tell me.
Now sometimes the Imam maybe may make a long, like, istiftah. Can you recite Fatiha before he starts the Fatiha?
Dua istiftah after the Fatiha?
No, after he make the takbirah, like sometimes the beginning of the prayer. Maybe prolongate the.
If it's silent, yes.
Yeah, it's silent. Can you do before he?
We don't know what he's doing.
No. Can I do Fatiha before he starts Fatiha?
If he's silent, how you know he's doing his Fatiha?
Again,
Only in the out loud salat.
in out loud salat.
No, you listen to him. You wait.
No, wait till he starts his Fatiha.
Sometimes he has a break before, like they're making the dua.
No. You're saying do you recite before he starts reciting? No.
Okay.
Fatiha. Now you have to listen to the Imam. You listen to him first.
Sometimes istiftah is long. Some people have longer istiftah.
The Imam.
The Imam. Sometimes Imam might do a longer, because actually sometimes there are longer ones, sometimes shorter ones. Okay.
I do the longer.
No. Istiftah. Sometimes he has a longer one, and sometimes he does a shorter one.
So what is the question?
The question: can I start my Fatiha silent before he starts his Fatiha?
No.
Okay, that's a nice question.
If he's in silent salat, yes, you do your
No,
istiftah.
not
Loud, no, you wait. You do your dua istiftah and wait because you have to listen to the Imam. Okay?
This reciting Surah Fatiha is mandatory once you are praying yourself. But when you are praying with Imam, because if you come for ruku, your rakat is complete. So you have not recited even Surah Fatiha.
That's different. No, that's different. That's different.
No, they actually say if you recite. See, they normally say this, that if this reciting Surah Fatiha mandatory is once you are praying yourself, but you are praying with Imam. They say Imam recited, you have got that.
You just got here, Sheikh Shabir.
No.
We mentioned this. We did mention that.
Because this is what people they teach you.
Now, Jazakallah khair. Look, once again, we repeat this. If a person pray by himself, yes, he has to recite Fatiha. It doesn't matter, you're praying Sunnah, you're praying Fard, praying Salah that you're going to speak out loud or silent, you recite Fatiha. Alright? In every rak'ah. You the Imam, you recite Al-Fatiha. The Imam has to recite Al-Fatiha. Okay? Now, if you praying behind in the Imam, any Imam, you're praying behind somebody, you're not leading the Salat and you're not praying by yourself. That's when the ulama, they have a difference of opinions. Actually, it's a long. There is many opinions. Some they say, don't say anything. Silent or no silent. Just stand there. Whatever the Imam said, that's for you and him. The ulama, they say this is the weakest of opinions. They says no. If it's silent, you have to recite. If the Imam is silent, you recite your Fatiha silent too. Now when the Imam is recite out loud, you hear him, like in Fajr, first rak'ah, two rak'ah of Maghrib and Isha. Then some of the ulama, they said you don't have to recite Fatiha, just listen to him, that's it. And don't say anything. Even after the Imam finished the Fatiha, don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Other ulama, they say, la, you still have to recite it. You have to recite because of this hadith. Okay? Now, as for coming late, you see? Coming late. Somebody come in ruku'. As soon as he enters, he say Allahu Akbar. The Imam went to ruku'. The person now, he has to follow the Imam. He's not going to stand there and recite Fatiha. That person now, does he count that as a rak'ah or not? Based on this khilaf. Those who they say he has to recite Al-Fatiha, he go to the ruku', but he have to make up that rak'ah because he didn't recite Al-Fatiha. You see? Those who they say he doesn't have to recite Al-Fatiha, then they says no. As long as he catch the ruku', that counts as a rak'ah. Some of the ulama who, like Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen, who he's on the opinion that you have to recite Al-Fatiha, doesn't matter. He said, but if you come in ruku', you don't have to make up that rak'ah, because لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها, because you came at the time of ruku'. Okay? Why you understand this? Because sometimes you see people, you may come, maybe me and you, Brother Shabir, you may come together, we walked, and then we both caught ruku'. And you make taslim, I stood up, my one rak'ah. And then you should know that I didn't consider that as a rak'ah because I didn't recite al-Fatiha, for instance. But you okay, I'm okay. The only problem is like if both of us came and we caught the sujood and I make taslim with the imam and you stood up. Who's right and who's wrong?
You stood up.
Who's right?
The one person who stood up.
I am the one who stood up to make up the rak'ah because we missed the ruku'. Jazakallah khair. Now. We have, maybe you may ask, after salat, we're going to do the same thing. Questions after salat, inshallah, okay? Jazakumullah khair. Okay, number 10. Or where are we at now?
10.
Number 10. Reciting the Quran in ruku' and sujood. That's a mistake, huh? This is prohibited due to the hadith of Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma, that the Prophet ﷺ said, أَلَا إِنِّي نُهِيتُ أَنْ أَقْرَأَ رَاكِعًا أَوْ سَاجِدًا. Verily I have been forbidden from reciting the Quran when in ruku' or in sujood. So you don't recite Quran in the sujood or in the ruku'. And also Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu said, نَهَانِي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم أَنْ أَقْرَأَ رَاكِعًا أَوْ سَاجِدًا. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam forbade me from reciting Quran while in ruku' and prostrating. There is an exception now. In sujood. Aina. Ahsant, in dua. If you want to make dua, but that dua is a form of an ayah. Who can give me an example? Naam, Shaykh. Ahsan, that's an ayah, but that's a dua also. Shaykh bin Baz, bin Uthaymeen, the ulama, they says you can't say that even in sujood because your intention is not to recite the Quran, but you're making dua. رَبِّ اجْعَلْنِي مُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي رَبَّنَا وَتَقَبَّلْ دُعَاء. هكذا you make this dua, it's okay, alright? Inshallah ta'ala. But you don't recite Surah Al-Fajr in ruku' or Surah Al-Nas in sujood. La. You don't recite Quran, but you can make dua even if that dua is in the Quran in the form of in ayah actually in the Quran, okay? No. Mistake number 11, raising the eyes towards the sky during the prayer or looking to the right and left without a need. I don't know, a person, he came to pray, came to inspect the ceiling. Huh? Some people think they're inspectors. Allahu Akbar.
You laugh, I've seen that.
Yes, they like people looking up at the ceiling. Or to the right and the left. People also. Allahu Akbar. It happened to me once, years ago. I was in this masjid in Pennsylvania. And I came early, and there was some people, some praying, some sitting, and one person was in the middle, no sutra, in the middle, standing like this, not even having like this, and he was like this. And then I went to say, Assalamu alaikum. He went like this, and I'm like, well, okay. And then he went to ruku'. That man was praying. To me, he was just standing in there, looking all over and smile. And he was looking at me actually like this. So I went and said, Assalamu alaikum. He was like.
He must be a Maliki, huh?
He's a human being that need to be taught just like us.
He must be a Litaji. They do this.
He must be who?
Shia. They do this.
No.
Whenever they don't, they sleep with the hands like this.
Maybe. It's ignorance. Whatever he may be, we're not concerned what country, what color, but that's ignorance. A person who don't know the Prophet's prayer, alhamdulillah, we thank Allah that we are learning, okay? Barakallahu feekum. Now. So raising the eyes towards the sky during the prayer or looking to the right and left without a need. Look, there is no need. The Shaykh he mentioned, raising the eyes towards the sky during the prayer is prohibited, and there is a threat for those who do so. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith in Sahih Muslim, hadith number 428, لَيَنْتَهِيَنَّ أَقْوَامٌ يَرْفَعُونَ أَبْصَارَهُمْ إِلَى السَّمَاءِ فِي الصَّلَاةِ أَوْ لَا تَرْجِعُوا إِلَيْهِمْ. SubhanAllah. Severe threat, ya ikhwan. Prophet ﷺ said the people will either stop lifting their eyes to the sky while in the salat, or their eyesight will not return to them. Will not return to them. So we don't look. You have humble yourself, look in front of you. Okay, and focus on your salat. As for looking around during the prayer, some people do look all over the round, right, left, all over the place. This decreases the prayer of the slave if the person does not look completely in another direction of the Qibla, ikhwan. But if he looks completely in another direction, it invalidates the prayer. And it turns like this, looking, Qibla is this way, he's looking over there. And that's sometimes you see it in teenagers and kids. You take one person who come late and he sneeze or whatever, drop a phone, and he's in salat. Right, Ahmed? I'm just asking. It's not like, not for you. No, sorry, that's for you. What about No, you don't do that. You don't do that. Sometimes kids do it out of reflex. They hear something behind them happen and they turn. But those are kids, alhamdulillah. They can still, do mistakes here and there. But what about us grown up, okay? So it invalidates the prayer. It has been narrated from Aisha radiallahu anha that she said, سألت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن الالتفات في الصلاة فقال هو اختلاس يختلسه الشيطان من صلاة العبد. Hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 751. Aisha radiallahu anha, she said, I asked the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam about looking around in the prayer. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, it is a way of stealing by which the shaitan takes away a portion from the prayer of a person. Nobody wants to give up anything from his prayer. Okay, so you focus, you don't look around, you don't look over there. Some people, they be looking, they praying and look all over, they know whatever happened. And this due to ignorance. If he comes from an old woman, for example, never learned, nobody taught her, that's, so how would you expect? Because some people, they just pray, they never. I remember a brother told me his grandmother or something, older lady, she did this a lot in her salat. And I told him, she should be taught. And so he said, yeah, we teach her, alhamdulillah. And she's getting better. And she be like praying. She praying, she's in salat, but she's looking over. And if somebody looking for something, she's like, over there. Yeah, like this, over there. They looking for something, like, over there. She pointing with her finger in the salat. She don't know. Some people, they are praying. They praying. And as soon as they finish, they get in a conversation of the other. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. He wasn't there. It's like, who are you talking to? You guys were talking, right? Can you imagine you, brother Shabir and Muhsin? You're talking. And I came and I'm praying. Let's say you're talking about something, right? You were telling him that, huh? Read Surah Al-Fatiha. Huh? Stop it. Anyway, you were talking about something. And then, as soon as I make my taslim, I'm like, yes, Muhsin, brother Shabir is right. And Muhsin's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you guys were talking about this. He's like, you were praying. So what? Yeah, man.